Hey, everybody. Man of pure sintered titanium here. Ready to get back into it. What we got? Got lots of stuff. Kinda. Simics need more cages, and we gotta go watch the blood machine. So, let's go do that. And then, actually, this doesn't look like much at all. I might have to go looking for problems today. And that is always a good thing. So, we introduced a bit of a problem, a little whoopsie doodle, when we built the new Simic blood area, in that we set it up so it had 1,000 cages up in the blood area. And it turns out, maybe, just maybe, that was a bad idea. So we're gonna drop you down. That's a lot of cages. In particular, it's all the cages actually. You're not gonna get any more. So it doesn't matter how many Simics you got. We don't got enough cages here. So there we go. Probably need. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. And so half of these are going to go for processing. Half of these. Oh, it's gonna back up a long way. You know what? I don't like this anymore. We have to do this in a different way. And we're going to listen. That's right. We're going to listen. And we're going to plug it in. I want you to listen. This is, again, just back of the envelope. So I want you to go when caged Simic is less than 100. Now there's a bottleneck here, just a logistic bottleneck. We kind of understand that, right? And so there'll be at most 100 backed up here, and then 500 on there, and then a bunch of them going on the joyous carousel right here. This really isn't that great. The only virtue of this, it doesn't even double the Simic blood you get out. The only virtue is that it's an independent way of getting it, which is, I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, we did that. We still have to keep watching it because we touched it. And it's in delicate balance. And it could very well jam out. And that will cause us tremendous sorrow. But for right now, that's probably okay. We'll check back in on it later. I get the feeling that later is going to come very quickly here. Let's watch the banana port. So, we probably got to go look at Decalin. We got to go look at Arquad Jelly. Investigate Decalin. Investigate Arquad Jelly. We're not going to do that right away. BTX? No, BTX is probably fine. We need more proton donors. Let's go take a look at that. I noticed that while poking around after yesterday's episode. Just looking at things, staring at the majesty of the factory. I do that. I'm hypnotized by it. Proton donors are made right... Oh, I had to go one more block. So we're obviously not making the proton donors because we don't have the crystallographic substrate. We need nichrome and rayon and cermet. And you can't even be prodded. So why would I ever upgrade you to level 4? It doesn't really matter. Oh look, we have just slurry right here. It's hard to tell if these guys are going. We need more action. So we're not putting nearly enough material on the belt. Like, just not even close. And some of these guys got to be on the inside, right? Or else what's the point? There. And then you are going to go to 500. You'll go to 500. I probably haven't touched this basically ever, right? I set this up and it was just, yeah, these seem like fine numbers. And then 3 upgrades later, they're no longer fine, and that's a mysterious and fundamentally unknowable mystery here. There we have crystallographic substrate being shoved out. Where's my whale? Why isn't my whale? Oh, hello. We don't have enough rayon. Why aren't you going? No urea? Don't I have urea on the wormhole? And I have both of these on wormholes. So, oh, that's a tangle. Oh, wait, there's only one that matters. You need to be replaced. Again, I'm using the hard R there. Usually I say the soft R, which is retired. But no. Why don't we have sodium carbonate? Is that a problem as well? Oh, it is. It is a problem. It's my problem. So this is, we need... How are you not... Are you stuck? It could be. Oh, yes, you are stuck. Based on one stray limestone chip. I messed with caravans again, so... There is always a chance I have botched something. But this is a botch in a different direction, so I understand that. This is... No, I keep going back and forth, and what I'm doing is right here. Stray limestone chip. Just massive cascading inefficiency from that. What is this? Okay, that's just that. You are trying to pick up, and you can't. I wonder if that's the same way everywhere. Let's go on a tour of sodium carbonate, right? This one seems fine. I can see upsides to all this. We're ready to mega ultra prod all of that, but instead we'll probably use this factory right here, which continues to do its job immaculately. Alright, let's stop thinking about that. So, this clearly happened. This is true. And what's this? No, this is limestone source. Okay, I worry about that. And this is limestone source, and it goes on here, and that's for you. Okay, understood. I could make this more efficient. I choose to walk away. Now we need... It's because we have a better maker, right? We have a better way of doing this. Now we have something rayon. Right up there. Let's not forget that we have opened a contract with rayon for its death. Once this guy arrives. There. He's going to be here, then it's going to burn out. I should ultra prod this. Let's see if we can do that. Here, let's see if we can push it to the limit, in fact. I need some level 4 pulp mills. Let's see if we can really introduce the might and glory of the factory to this area. Pulp mill. Let's get a solid 12. I don't think I'm going to need them all, but I'd rather not make the journey again. So let's go take a look. Where am I? No, really, where am I? Oh, I've got to go south? Yeah, almost there. Okay, here we are. What we want to do before this whale even gets back is to upgrade those to absolutely flaming pink. And then you get... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready. Don't start without me. This is a bad place to put it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, so. Now we can't even vent. That's what I want to see. And we can't even put another one here. That's less of what I want to see. So maybe the best place would be right there. And it also covers these guys, so Merry Christmas. Uh-huh. So we go all that way. Oh, now we're not having venting problems. Thanks for... Wait. Oh, you're not powered. Okay, there we go. Now it starts going for real. Now, to be clear, this probably... I have urea on the wormhole, right? This probably isn't how things should go in the real world. Oh, we can't find a place to put it down to test, can I? So am I committing to getting urea on here? I guess I am. Urea. Yeah, it's right there. So this is another product we can just make on this wormhole, which makes us happy. Yes, indeed. So this is just going to burn through materials. More to the point, this is making how much? Why aren't you plugged in yet? Oh, because I control C. Never mind. This is making 44 a second. That is slightly eclipsing everything else here. Oh, you're having trouble. Alright, so yeah, now we're at the furthest extent of hands. Oh, wait, we're out. Alright, we can help with that. So all of this now just gets picked up. It's only a half belt each going in. That's kind of a problem. Now we got to drop in our big top. I don't know, I think of this like... The icon makes me think of a circus top. We're going to have to do something with sodium carbonyl sulfate. That's it, right? Carbonyl sulfide. Excuse me. Excuse me. I had the wrong ion of sulfur. Carbon sulfur. So we're going to go over here instead. This is our new line. I'm a bit concerned tech is not going. I'm a bit concerned that U haunts me. Alright, and there was no need for it to go anywhere else, right? Okay, good. Glad that's true. I want now to do this and this, right? And then you are going to be urea. And you are going to be sodium carbonate. Yes. Alright, and then we have slurry around here. Right there. I just saw it. I just saw it. Oh, and tuned to the correct channel. There we go. That is going to be a full stacked belt forever. And we will just watch this for a moment with its casual 120% prod. It looks like it's going 24/7 on this. Kinda. Some sodium oh, now we've got this problem. Okay. That's kind of interesting. I wonder how real and true that is. Well, the good news is it's popping out and it's getting completely used with full productivity. We might have to put in more sodium carbonate makers. But at least nothing is... Okay, some is escaping, it looks like. Oh no, it's just working off of the sodium carbonate that escaped earlier from the initial rush. Alright, so it looks like keeping all these guys going 24/7 is a bit of a dream. But at the same time, rayon. It's going to be an awkward graph. Yeah, that was sodium carbonate being out because of that one limestone chip. Now we're at like 5K a minute. Before it was half that. And it's more efficient. And it's wired into the best logistics. I'm still probably using this wrong. I should be probably having it take out of the wormhole and put back into the wormhole. I don't think rayon deserves to be there, does it? I mean, maybe. 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 If there's synergy someday with it, maybe I'll do it. But what was I even... Why was I here? Why did I do this? I guess it was because of proton donors. It's right there. Oh, it's on my sheet. It's right in front of my face. Sorry. Brain exists. Carbonyl sulfide is probably dropping in pressure. No, it's still fully pressurized. I want to go look at proton donors, but it's probably going to take a while to trickle back. There's Decalin. Let's go look at that now that our eyes managed to fall upon it. So it has no prod, and we have bad, not really bad, but just previous gen and chem plants. And so we just kind of turn off our brains and we make the big brother right here. Right? And then we just don't have to think, because thinking hurts. That makes a lot. That's a lot to concentrate just into one thing of Decalin. Anyway, this is making 250 a second versus the 10 a second down here. The system is dominated by these guys, and that's fine. Then hopefully that produces enough Decalin that we are now meeting demand. So we were pegged out at 6K a minute, and now we're at 63K a minute. A casual 10x. I think we can check this box. Okay, here's the tail end of all this, right? So proton donors are here, and we just need rayon to arrive. That needs rayon to actually be made. Where's the rayon whale? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong side. All right, rayon just arrived. Congratulations, friends. You may now be scatter. Good? Good. Good, good, good. So that would be more crystallographic substrate. I really wish I could prod this. I really wish I could prod this. We have to downgrade this now to watch proton donors. And maybe that's okay. We're probably running low on silver. We're probably running low on vanadium pentoxide. There's probably a lot that we're not up on. Oh, hi, friend. Welcome to retirement. Why isn't science going? Why is science not going? See, this is a problem. I thought I fixed this. Wait, no. Do this. I rewrote caravans again. Well, I didn't give this enough time, and I honestly should have. I want this moving now. So I rewrote all of my caravan improvements. They were a bit ugly, and they were a bit non-worky. Why isn't this going? Why isn't this here? What's wrong with you? Oh. This is taking a while? Alright, that's fine. We are clearly making science. The U is not here. The dreaded U of schism has not been displayed. These guys are here. They're working. They're not in sync. That is wonderful. And we should just have everything we need. And Logi Science getting shoveled in. Alright, so that'll start working. We'll get like maybe 2 techs a day today. Maybe. What am I doing now? We did this. We should probably investigate our quad jelly and then take a pass through diamonds again. So where exactly do we make our quad jelly? Isn't it in this region-ish? Like right there? Is my... Yes, our quad jelly. I found it. So I might have better bees for you. Is it just we don't make enough? Is it just simply we just do not make enough? Well, we're putting in BTX, and BTX was also an issue. We're very low on BTX. Okay, so our quad jelly is actually BTX. I was ignoring that for some reason. Yeah, we have a BTX problem. We're going to leave that alone for the moment. If we're leaving all of this alone, we're going to come back tomorrow. I choose to fix BTX. And we're going to... Our quad jelly is taken off the list because we have found a deeper cause. So BTX is made right here, right? Yes. I bet you we're just pegged out, huh? Yeah, that looks pretty pegged to me. So we just need... We probably just get an easy 50% more by getting a coal 4 and then a whole flight of 3s here. And then maybe we can speed the entire thing up just a little bit. Because we have a better heat budget. So we want 8 heavy oil refineries. And then go get a level 4 coal power plant. Right? So that'll be nice. And then we're actually getting towards the end of our chores, which is interesting. Because there's not a huge chance that uplifting has changed since last I swept through. So maybe we just make more progress towards space science. Where's my heavy oil refineries? Right here. So 80 U and then 1 of you, right? No, 1 of you, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go upgrading. I wish the Mark IV heat providing buildings were more of an exclamation point. They are, like, the Mark IV buildings don't deliver as much. Like, the biggest upgrade you get in buildings is level 1 to level 2. And that comes quite early, you know? So, it would be nice if there was more of a pop. Why are you... Oh, you need to get the heat up because you're a higher level building, and then the heat's got to get here. So we have a budget of 400 megawatts. Oh, no, 40 megawatts, and we are using extremely little of that. So right now it's 12 times 0.6. We're using 7 of that. I think this is a time for a tiny beacon. Tiny beacon, like a 5-3, and these two, and that doesn't work. So maybe a 5-4, and that doesn't work. Maybe a 3-3. That probably still doesn't work. However, we can now probably pull out the big guns. Wish there was a place. Oh, there is a place. No. Oh, yes? Yes? Right here? There is a place to put it. And you're going to be a 5, probably 3. So you're going to be a 2, 3. Now they're down at their limit, and it hits all of them. That's great. If I turn it up to a 5, 4, it does not hit all of them. So this is our budget right here. So now we turn you up to a 4. Now it's still down at its limit. Wow. We can't do a 5 because this is a 5. I don't know. I think maybe we just call this good. We added 50% and then we add 250% on top of that. So I think maybe that's okay. I think maybe in a bit here. Not right now, of course. That would be too convenient. We will get a spike of BTX, and that will solve all of our problems. Okay, I choose to believe. We're going to be using more titanium purple, but that's another problem. Yeah, look, here it goes. Slowly turning back on. It's like this is probably the production that was here before. All right, I choose to believe that this is okay. And anytime now. There you go. Now you're going. In any case, it will be covered by watch the biopyanoport. Wonderful radar system. Okay, this is all is gasoline for real. We're low on gas. It's one of the few things that could pop up that would actually make me look at it. Not having enough primary fuel in the factory. What's our problem here? We have plenty of gas. Like, we're well supplied on gasoline. What are you complaining about? Nothing. That's right. Okay. Okay, we can just leave. Here, let's clean out Huzus again. No Huzus. No Huzus ever. We are a non-Huzu shop. We don't Huzu here. Yuzu, maybe, at home, but not here. Oh, there's a whole hive of them. All you guys, in a quiet moment, they're trying to plot a rebellion of some sort. No friends. This is, a little tedious. Gonna have to say that. Maybe it would be better if there was a way to do this otherwise. I've spent exactly 0 brain cycles trying to find that better way. Like, Monkey realized that, oh, press lots of buttons real fast, get done real fast. And it's like, okay, I'll do that. And there was never, even for a millisecond, any questioning of that plan. Let's go look at diamonds. Oh, there's tech going because I kicked it. Now I gotta watch the timer because it's supposed to go on a 15-minute timer. However, my base is running close to half speed, so it's close to a half-hour timer. We appear to be not quite stuck, but definitely not happy. Where are we at? Diamonds. Before we judge, let's see where we're at right now. We're at 2,000 diamonds a minute. And before, see, that's a solid bump. It's not really consummate with, well, do we need diamonds? Because we were backed up that one time. Looks like we were backed up once. So, do we even have a bottleneck? This makes me so happy. I love seeing it float in just on the loader. Now the problem is, this still isn't enough. We noticed that, right? This guy can't unload, that guy can't unload. And we're backed up here. So this is the logistic bottleneck. Well, this is a logistic bottleneck. And there's plenty of... It's because half of it's... Well, no, it doesn't even do anything. It's because everything here is in one row. I need to pull some off. Here, let's go just tweak that just a little bit. Not because we have to, but because we can. And then I think we just cycle back into uplifting. Wow. Didn't really expect that to happen so quick. Right here, no. Right here, no. Further down. No. Yes. This is our area. And this could just be managed with just a little physical help, right? Just take these two, put them on the other side of the belt. Radar is being damaged, and that's a radar and a caravanserai. Where? Where? They're all over there. What's going on down here? I repaired this area. Oh, they've overrun this place. Why? Someone explain to me why I'm still seeing flashy lights here. What's going on? What? We have no bots. We have bots. We have repair packs. Why are you not doing this? There should be only 5 in the network. Alright. Clearly that didn't work. Where are they? Where are they if they're in the network? Like, this is bad because it has to fly across here to hit this area, and that's just, these guys are gonna die, right? They're just gonna die. I wonder if that's it. They was just perpetually trying to repair that. I was trying to defend this native flora area. Maybe I just leave this as a ruin right now? Like, can I dismantle it and then undo my dismantle? And this is just a ruin? They can have it, I don't care. It's like all of these are going to suffer from that problem because of geometry. I should have put this like way over here. They're just going to fly across and like, ooh, they're going to go straight line. Ooh, and then they're just going to get popped here. Unless they can't actually do it and then they have to charge up here, in which case, yes, things like this will happen. Why did this take so long? Like, these guys are just dead if they try to keep going like this. Yeah, they're turning back because they're out of power now. And they're going to rebase from that. But this guy right here, we're going to have to expand the embassies again. They're just going to get caught. What are you carrying? Oh, no, they turned back. They got scared or ran out of power. Either way. What was I doing? What was I doing? I was looking at this, trying to identify bottlenecks, right? And this looks like we have no bottleneck, frankly. Which is, here we go. Crude diamond bottleneck. Oh, we need more input. Okay. Can do. It's nice that the bottleneck's all the way down here. There we go. Do I happen to have washers on me? I do. Here, this is a generous gift. Oh wait, they're already level 3s. And already going at speed 41. Alright, so that probably was a problem. Possibly even the problem. Huh. Do we see a bump in diamonds now? Diamond. In the last, yeah, it climbs substantially. Now, I don't know if it's going to be able to keep this up, but that's looking good. It's looking real good, actually. Just flowing straight through. All right. I declare we have touched diamonds today, and apparently we don't need more lime. Here, let's take a look at that. Maybe we do. Maybe I ought to see to this right now. Yeah. Okay, let's go see the lime. Finally, this line right here, its prophecy has come true. And we get lime out of shells, and shells out of ball mills. I should probably look ahead before I go do anything. Here, what's lime production look like? Spiky. Weird. Let's take a look. We do it in 2 areas, right? Lime. There's slaked lime, but that's not it. There's this lime, which should quite honestly go into the wormhole. At least pass through and go into the wormhole. Yeah, just to connect it in right there. It's like anything that doesn't get picked up gets used, just so this area is running forward at full speed at all times. That's a little improvement, right? Let's go do that. So this is only a fast transport belt. So this is kind of a cursed mixed line. But that's fine. You go in. There, and then obviously we have slurry right here. Good, and good, and good, and good. So there, that's definitely going to be more lime. Enough? Probably not. We could probably be prodding and speeding this more. We're going to leave that alone for a moment. Actually, we're just going to say we've gotten more lime. Yeah, I believe it. And what is this guy doing? Like, what are you doing? Oh, it's going in this other area. Alright, that's fine. I believe in you. Do I want to actually speed this up all the way? Oh god, temptation is on me. While I'm here, do it, right? While I'm looking at it, while I'm thinking about it. If you think it, it's definitely something that's right. I think I read that in a book somewhere. If you have an idea, it's a good idea. This is just a fact. Just a solid fact. We can't reach over there. Alright, so you get pulled up, and you get pulled up. And so we're only got these guys. And I don't know about these guys. Anyway. Go faster, be better. That was kind of extravagant, right? But I haven't run low on them basically ever. I should check in and see how Intelligent Unit is doing. It's been a long time since I looked. I imagine it's just managing itself. We've had a couple full cargo deliveries, I bet. And this is just wormhole out, transform right here. We can't get enough coke in. Right there. Right there. So doing this with hands is probably bad. I probably should be doing this with just wormholes on wormholes and we just speed all this up. What am I doing? Tossing down big beacons and level 3 modules and just not putting down the better belt. Does that sound right to anyone here? Well, the good news is we have more lime. So lime will no longer be the problem. We have watch diamonds. I think we have to review all of our watches. And then I think we're on to uplifting. And then we're definitely going to get through that. So we're going to make progress towards space science today. So watch proton donors, top of the list. We are right here. Well, that looks good. That looks like that guy can't even get any more on the belt. This is what I wanted to see. Okay. Okay, this is probably good now. And that's all the silver that we weren't making before. Okay, that's done. We did proton donors. Let's go take a look at primary simic blood maker. And with the through that, everything. Oh, it's jammed. It is completely jammed. It is completely and utterly jammed. We've got to do something about that. All right, see, this is why we put the watch list down. Finally, tech is going again. This is why we have a list of things we need to watch. We see it running real for good, forever, for eternity, before we allow our attention to go somewhere else. Because we've quite frequently run into situations like this. So what do we got on this belt? We just got too much stuff. We got way too much stuff. Oh, and simic blood is completely up. So I guess what we have to do is this. We have to stop the conversion of simic blood when there are too many of these guys on the belt, because it's just wasting cages at this point. So what we want is, well, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a big problem. We have to get the news around. Okay. Then we have informational lines going all the way across. And then all of you guys, really? Okay, just reach something. It doesn't matter what you reach. There. Doesn't matter whether it's the taking out or the putter out or the putter out or putter backer. Enabled based on less than 100. There you go. So this will shut off so that we don't flood our sushi belt. I should have. You would think I would know better by now. You would think, but you would be mistaken. So if I just stand here, just pick stuff up for a little bit, just allow my inventory to become bloated, cluttered. Now you shouldn't be putting any more on, right? No, none of you should. You should all be stuck up because of how many of these guys are already on the... No, I shouldn't have done that. That was a wrong move. That just puts back the thing I struggled to pick up. What I should do is shove them in here. There we go. Where's the one where I was... Yeah, now this one's safe. There. These guys will all roll to a stop. I said you will roll to... Yeah, you will roll to a stop. Hopefully, that's enough space on the belt that this actually works. And we're up on simic blood forever now. So, good. And this is rolling. Completely rolling. And we're actually venting simic blood. That's where we are in life. Alright. I no longer want to look at this. Simic blood is now good. And then we're done. We're actually done. No more chores. It was a little... It wasn't as... It wasn't a half hour. I would have loved to get through all the chores in just a half hour, but unfortunately, it took too much time. So, we go to the beginning and we recite our catechism, right? We are going to go through all of our uplifted things and find out where the work is today. All right, let's begin. Trees, perfect. Seaweed, in bulk. Kicalc. Kicalc still has only gambled once here. Okay, one more additional time. This has rolled 361 times and is... Where are the seeds? For real, where are the seeds off this? There should be close to a 3 times of a chance there. We are not getting that. Admittedly, I need 6 of them to make this work, but... so this runs forever. Kicalc remains cursed. Bodos, the happiness maker. Moondrops, no progress. Come on, guys. Navens waiting on Zillifo. Yadal's doing fine. Yadal's finished. Relesia finished. Potatoes finished. Arum's finished. We will go. This probably has not even gone once because we've been having science problems. But let's go and look. Also, let's... I really worry about this. Because he should have gone by now. I gotta do a test on this guy specifically. See, I put in code last night specifically to handle the new way of disabling caravans and with wait timers. Because it was broken before. It was fixed, and then it was broken, and then I fixed it again, and then it was broken again. And now I'm really afraid that all timers are just subtly wrong. Anyway, this has done nothing. Near 400 rolls, and we've gotten nothing. Thank you, Yatoya Low. You're a hero. Guar? No, still only 1 Guars. This has also been disappointing. Guar is behaving in a disappointing manner. So we just leave it alone. Grods, the prettiest flowers, doing great. We pass by. Yeah, we don't even have to look at mushrooms to know that mushrooms are fantastic. Mushrooms full up, and this is also the Relesia production line. All right, all plants taken care of, like we do. Now we get to go look at Ugs. Go look at our animals. Our Augs, full up, completely finished. Fish, completely finished. Zapiers continue to proliferate, finished. Corlexes are waiting on this guy to get 1,000 of these. It's going to take forever, but still you're finished. That's fine. This spot left intentionally blank. Sponges, done. Trits, done. Zillifo, still have not come. It's like over 100 roll. I suppose that's still within the realm of... Oh, okay, right now. Show it to me, right now. The king of Zillifos. The horror from the deep. Right now, give it to me. Let's see it. No, it didn't happen. Sigh. Alright, moving on. Ulrichs, the ponies are doing great. Dilmos, completely finished. Vrox are probably going to have to be reworked at some point. This is just pounding at. We need 4 of these Vrox, and we have not gotten a single one. Maybe if we get to space science, we'll just spend some time artificially accelerating this. I don't know. It's very disappointing. The horror bees. Yeah, the horror is here now. Wobbly boys. Now, what am I looking for? We need to roll right here. We're wobbling. Oh, we have one. And we have no place to put it. I think we need 2. So, okay. Okay. Progress made here on Wobbly Boys. We need 2 of them, of course. Oh, it doesn't even look like it was that jammed. Alright, so we got here in time. Progress was made. That's all we asked for, right? Yeah, Scrondrix is done. Dingritz is done. Cottongut's done. Muckmoo done. Arthurians? No wondrous eggs right now. which is weird because it's been pounding out. 650 rolls, and it hasn't hit the egg Mark IV even once. Harsh. All right, keep rolling. Fidei, we only have one of the good Fideis, and we need 4 of them. So that continues to cook. Kamouts, we have 3, need 4, but we have 3, so this is probably going to go tomorrow. With luck. Yeah, okay. Kamouts coming along just fine. Vonixes are finished, right? And this is the best Vonix ever, despite the fact that there is an even better Vonix out there. It is not attached to any tech. So I've hit the end of Vonixes. Nothing more to say about that. We have 3 Zungror, which is a number. We need 4. All right. And then they can start cleaning. This is almost ready to go. Also highly exciting. Not quite ready yet. How did you even get barrels in here? How did that happen? That's illegal. Like it says right there, no barrels. All right. Anyway, that's still cooking. Simics waiting for tech. Numal's done. Xenos need bedding? Oh, they chewed through it already? How much bedding do you... 4 bedding a pop. All right. This is getting automated. Also, this is the last thing we do today for uplifting because we're at the end of the line. You have to tend to the Xeno pen. Don't worry, they'll love you for it. They won't look at you every single day thinking about your soft, implantable flesh. I know you're covered in scales. They still think that's pretty soft. They'd like to try. Right there. Fill your cargo. Right there. Empty cargo. All right. I was kind of foolish doing it this way. But 500 products and not a single Xeno Mark IV. That's unfortunate. Right? Okay. Oh, you should be downgraded, I think. There. There will be a more even pull. And that's it. There's nothing to do on uplifting today. Not a single thing is ticked forward. That's kind of miserable, but it also means it's time for space science. Fortunately, though, I am going to have to call intermission right now. I am going to have to take a long break. I am going to have to go deal with the horrible, uncomfortable outside world. And I will be back. Tech is going again. I think there's a bug with caravan code I have to fix. Biofluid going great. Biofluid is just excellent. Yeah. So I think the goal is to take a break. And when I come back, diamond. Now I kind of expect that to be from diamond satiation. Sorry. Once again, getting distracted. Yeah, diamonds are now full up. You know what? We don't have to watch diamonds anymore. We know what's there. Am I really just going to run into this? Because we're straight up jammed at here, and it's going to back up as a consequence. Power? Doing fine for the moment. It's going to do fine right up to the moment it's not doing fine anymore. Actually, let's take a look and make sure that it's getting the fuel in. Check fuel levels. I really should set that up to an alarm of some sort, right? So we want the deuterium in. That's the... Yeah, we have plenty of deuterium. Absolutely full up. This guy's got one on the way. That's really not. God, that's so nice. And you know the delivery's coming. Everything's so nice. All right, plan. Maybe we can get all the way to Terrible Thing today. Wow, that will be a major, major milestone. A harbinger of the end right there. But for now, I'm taking a break. Everyone stay right where you are. I'll be back. And just sit right there. Oh, wow. That was a very long break. I do not like doing that. What's going on? I think I was just going to build more towards space science, right? Yeah, and I was thinking about that. We got to do this. We're doing this backwards. We're going to start with Terrible Thing, and then we're going to build its inputs. I don't think we're going to get all the way through this, but it's probably too many. And then to build, it's going to be all sorts of Ulrich everything, isn't it? So, here, let's take a look. We have a template over here. Here at the Ulrichs. We're going to need a bunch of Ulrich corrals, some Pyphoon bays. That's not what we need. X. So just Ulrich corrals, Pyphoon bays. Okay. And we have the Pyphoon bays somewhere around here. Though I may have turned up my nose when it came to actually bringing them into the warehouse. Because they're kind of weird. Alright, stop looking. Less think, more do, right? That's what everyone wants. Let's forge boldly ahead. And, yeah, it's worked out so far, I guess. I'm still mostly sane. The factory kind of works. Who knows what's on the sushi belt? Literally, who knows? Anything could have slipped on the past many, many, many hours. Why am I not encountering land animals? That's exotic land animals. These guys are pretty oh, I guess we're right here. Yeah, let's bring the stack. And then Pyphoon Bay is right there. That is a weird, weird icon for a resort. Like, is it like the actual Typhoon Bay logo right there? It's a really weak logo. I don't know how much of this we're going to use. We need antelopes. Let's go get a stack of thems. Then we're going to estimate how large we have to build for Terrible Thing. Now, a more intelligent person might have done this long ago. Maybe even at the beginning. I need actual antelopes, not antelopes in containers. Does that exist anywhere? Like, do I have an area over? Yeah, where we make strangelets, right? So maybe I can catch some antelopes up here. Or do the antelopes go into... We ship out the antelopes in containers, and we crack them open gacha style wherever they arrive. Here. We'll take these up to the shucker, I suppose. Because we also process them for their lets. Oh, none of these guys are opening them up like Christmas presents. Antelope. Right here, right? Oh, why do I have growth hormone? Alright, there's the antelopes. We're doing real good. Like, we were way ahead. Okay, now we are falling behind. We are falling way behind. Okay, we lost a little bit there. Alright, fine. Fine. Let's go set these up and see the full horror of what was dubbed the Terrible Thing. Oh, tech happened. First time in a while. Here, that was what? That was only a Pi-Sci 4. Ew. And so now we have to do the funny thing, right? And get the next level of artillery range. We got a bunch of those. The thing guaranteed to bring the system to a crawl. Alright, so somewhere in here... Like, why don't we just declare this as space science? And everything here just feeds it. All right, done. Here, let's start clearing stuff out. Any of this not really necessary. It looks like a lot of this can be moved. There's a line all the way to here. It's like kind of, this is the main trunk line, isn't it? So there's no getting rid of it. Well, that's going to irritate me for a while. Give me antelope machine. It's really big. There it is. The terrible. Look at this. Just look at this. No, it's not what I want. That's what I want. We have to figure out. Look at this thing. How am I even going to keep this fed? It's like, maybe I do a specialist wormhole for this, but that's so large too. Is this a sushi machine? How long does this take? This takes 60 seconds at speed 0.06. And there is no speeding this up. This is terminal velocity. It's plus 300, and there's no, like the posilopes and the negalopes and the antelopes, they all have the same speed, which is a just criminal oversight in my opinion. Here, let's look ahead. Where's the antelope upgrade? Where is the... Oh, it's probably under S. Schrodinger antelope upgrade. All right, what can we do here? Pentadimensional enclosure. Uses powerful raw energy to enclose the antelopes into the 5th dimension or lower. They can still travel between planes, but will escape less. Okay, that's nice. So, really boost the energy consumption. And, like, what's the good recipe? It's this one, right? And that one, was it buffed at one point? I knew there was like the highest tier was just comically bad. Yeah, look at this. It's 70% chance for 30 seconds, and the highest level recipe is 90 seconds for, again, a 70% chance. Why would anyone do this when they could do that? Why would anyone do this when they could do that? It's just baffling. Is it the same stuff? Is it slightly simple? If I was no, this just adds growth factor. These two are swapped. Anyway, this goes from 70% to 90%. Okay. That's not insubstantial. Anyway, existential hazard. Forces antelopes to stay in this dimension for more time than their dimensional gastrocorg allows. It will increase the strangelets leakage into the area. The constraint will also decrease the breeding speed, since the antelopes only do that on the outside dimensions. Inside the outside dimensions. So, 10% speed, 50% more strangelets. Okay. Quantum folding. Ah, yes. This is excellent. Whoever did this was really, yeah, A+ right here. I really love this. What's it even do? It just produces quantum dots. We fold these guys and we just get quantum dots. None of these things help. Like, I mean, this isn't terrible. This is the best. This is the most flavorful. This is clear pick-me, but I think this one's going to be better. It's not good none of these are good. And more to the point, none of them apply to this at all. And, okay, hold on. We missed something. If we go look at the antelope, it is 100% speed. And the antelope is 100% speed. And the neutralope is 100% speed. And it's the same thing as before. And the posilope is again 100% speed. This is a miss. It should give faster modules, at least in one flavor. But it's not there, so it's okay. This is terrible. 0.0 second amounts of this. So how to manage this? So okay, we gotta think. We have to think. This takes 60 seconds, and it is not full speed. It is at 0.6 crafting speed. So divided by 0.6, right? And so it's 100 seconds to run. Okay, it's a little more than that with my factory, but keep that in mind. And in that time, it makes 1/10 of this thing. It makes 1/10. So multiply it by 10. It takes 1,000 seconds in order to make one of these. 1,000 seconds is a lot of seconds. So we're going to need a lot of these. I mean, that's just how it is. I don't know how many we're going to need. I don't know what our target should be, but we're going to need a lot. So I just pretend like 3 blocks over here, but no. Okay, if we're going to think. Okay, I need you to stay with me. Stay with me and think. If we're going to need a lot of these in order to produce substantial, terrible things, and I think that's true, how are we going to get all this stuff in? Well, it's really slow and it needs a lot of individual parts. That you need an actual antelope and a container. Oh, okay. So I have to bring in closed containers and antelopes. Closed containers, and I have to open them to get the antelope and then feed it in. So this is going to be a big sushi belt thing. Okay, we can do that. So I kind of want to reserve these 6 areas for that now. Like this is Sushi Belt Central. And then over here we have things that go into Sushi Belt. And then we build other high-tech stuff over there. And then maybe assemble it right here or right here. And then put it into space science right there. Well, I could also do it the other way. This could be Sushi Belt Central. And we can just start feeding stuff in. And then as many of these as we want. And then space science right here. I'm going to have to move this entire pipe. How are we doing over and down south? He says changing the subject so he doesn't have to think about this. This has fixed itself. That's good. Well, this is kind of a puzzler. I feel like, yeah, we're just going to start building this here. And this will just be reserved for logistics. And we'll build stuff here, and then belt it over. And we'll just and we can probably put, maybe not everything else. But you think I can build everything else in these 4 blocks? Maybe. Let's not think about it. All right. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm boxing myself in just a little bit, especially if I build here. Maybe I should avoid building here. And the other terrible thing is, well, I have to do rocketry. Maybe I do these 4, and then we head this way. And then everything else is for everything else. Do I think that's okay? No, that's also unaesthetic. Problem is I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. So if we look at up here and we see our traditional layout, and this is just going to be what's going to happen, right? It's going to be something that looks like this. Maybe not exactly like this, but it's something. And then if we just plan on here, bots off, just throw this down. And we just do something like that, and it wanders, and the sushi wanders in and wanders out. And if we do 36 of them, say, times 36. No, divided by 36, excuse me. We will get one strangelet, one of the terrible things every 30 seconds or so. So 2 a minute. I think I could live with that. For starters, anyway. I think I have to build this with the idea of great expansion. Maybe I should do that up here instead then. And then ship the terrible thing down, and this is just all about making the rest of the quantum stuff. I think I'm more comfortable with that, honestly. So we're just going to declare the terrible thing as medical, and then we will use these squares right here to build custom stuff for medical, for the terrible thing. And it's like this 4 blocks right here is just terrible thing going over to the left. I can see that. Yeah, okay. And we're going to start with 36 of them. Oh no. Just because my bots are off doesn't mean all bots are off. Guys, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. All right, you take it down. You didn't get it from me anyway. No, it was never there. All right, we have a plan. I don't know if this is a hugely good plan, as per normal, but it is a plan. So this is Sushi Belt Central. No. This is Sushi Belt Central. The Sushi Belt will come through here and then will wind all through here and then loop back up and wind back. And that's how it ends up back here. All right. And then we have this area for like doing mutagenic infusion and such. Okay. We're going to need a lot of windmills here. This is going to take multiple episodes to really finish off. Which is fine. Now, of course, we have to make our prototype, right? And that's like this. And it's like this. And this will be... And then we want our core. And that's these guys. And apparently... Well, we'll hold on. We'll analyze this in a moment. Everybody just stay calm. Analysis will be undertaken. Never fear. We never stop analyzing. So we come down to here and we install this right there. And we pick up this because it's not real. Well, it might be real. All right, so all you guys, you're not doing this. You're doing this instead. And that's... You don't need any barrels. It needs no barrels. That's a small kindness. It doesn't really affect anything, because the lack of barreling machines doesn't mean I can get a 3rd rank in, right? I don't think... No, they're too big. They're way too big. So what we're going to do is we'll have the Sushi Belt come over. And it does this. And then we shouldn't worry about where it comes from. It's just going to go this way. All of this is... We shouldn't be using stack inserters, I think. I don't think that's helpful. Stack inserters aren't what we want here. So we're going to rip all of this off. Does anything spoil? time crystal spoils into itself, which is funny. Funny joke. I wish I could see. Time crystal is just a funny joke. I don't see anything. Fish eggs spoil. Okay, that's a problem. We'll have to deal with that. That's the only thing. There's very little spoilage here, which is a unexpected kindness. And I should probably work on the pipes as well while I'm here, so that they're all connected at very least. All right. All right. Then we come like this. And then it's something like this. This is how it goes. And then it comes back over. This is like doing the tree-based power. The biomass power. Right? How much electricity do you guys use? Just 5 megawatts. That's a megawatt with an M, which means nothing, essentially. All right, so we have to put power in now. I should wire up this entire thing while I'm here. Make sure it works. Is that even? Oh, it's not even spaced. We can do that. Compact all of this. Oh, and I didn't do it right. Funny joke. Funny joke. There. That's almost even. There. That, I think, is even. But it's not completely centered. That, I think, is completely centered. All right, so this is base design, and we handle the flip right here, and then we handle the feed right here. So we just have to go all the way across. We're going to start with 36, right? And then see where we end up. So, we don't need these at all, these center ones. All right, let's continue decorating. So it's just going to be a couple of these. Probably don't even need 2 of them. That's probably over much. And just whatever comes out, right? And it has to be lined up with that. So, like so. Like so. Like so. Overhangs are just ugly. Look how we have to see the inserter behind it. Overhangs just shouldn't be. Just should be avoided in almost all cases. Now, this is one of the better overhangs, but it still isn't layering correctly. I don't know whose responsibility that is. Anyway, let's now get our rails together, right? This is just going to be like this. And you rail out that way. This is going to be like this. Okay, obviously that's not what we're doing. That was terribly lazy. And you rail out like that. And we're just going to wire them together like so, right? We're not even going to invert them or play any games. Just going to put them right in like so. Or maybe we do invert it right here. There. All right, you're all connected, and you're all connected, and it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. All right, we have our block. It looks too sparse. Yeah, it's a little uninspiring as far as density goes, but here we go. Our job is 36 of them, huh? Something like that. Something like that. I'm just assuming that's because it's alien life. I can't speed it. I mean, it would be kind of a funny joke and not like happy funny if this is the one building that you actually could speed with beacons. I guess I have to check now that I voiced such a terrible idea. All right, and this will give us enough for one terrible thing every minute. No, two terrible things a minute. And we need one for space science. So we're targeting like 12 space science a minute. I have no idea if that's good or bad, a lot or not. It goes through, it's like times 16 after that. So what's 12 times 16? It's targeting like 200 science a minute. So, all right, this is probably a lot larger than it needs to be. 200 science post vat braining. So that's above what we're doing. It's way above what it should be. The rest of the factory probably can't keep up with that. All right. We are almost certainly overbuilding, and as per normal, we greatly enjoy that fact. Let's take all of that. What else do we need? We need 1 billion. The hands. 1 billion's probably too large of a number for a couple things, but we will need a couple stacks of this. We ran out. What else? Schrodinger's antelope enclosures. It's going to have to build me the rest of them, right? Because there's no way we have enough in stock. There's just zero chance. Yeah. You have to get a whole bunch of just normal concrete. How about I just go get you the concrete? Then you can work off that. All right, plan is coming together. We have built out our machinery. We realize that we are building far more than we need, and this pleases us. No, I swear I am not talking to Slanesh. No, I'm not. Why would you think that? Stupid. Hold on. Check a thing. Check a thought. We're out of Logi again. This guy isn't moving. I have to actually for real time that, but I'm convinced now that this guy isn't moving. There's still a problem with the wait command. I tested it. There's no such thing as a slow queue anymore. There you go. He's not waking up after 900 seconds. That's not good. But I will try to figure it out. That means a whole bunch of other things should be having problems too. And upgrade. There you go. Make me a bunch more of these. Once the buckets fill up again, it should be enough. So where are we? We're still doing really good on time for some reason. Not used to having so much available for forward progress, but happy to have it. Then over here, making terrible thing is a medical task. There you go. Deploy it all, friends. And then we'll go and we'll get the rest of the antelope enclosures as they show up. So if this is the last, your job is to go this way now. Good. All right, everybody snuggle back in. Am I really out of... No, I'm not. I just haven't gotten close enough. Look at all these MWs we brought online. We're power rich. It's true. That's what it means. So many MWs. So the belt is bound together at the south end. I need more antelopes. So let's go fetch that. And now that we have, then we have to start making the actual items like the flora replicator. Should probably pipe in everything we don't have yet. There's a lot we should do. Then drop this down. Antelope. Give me antelopes. Open it up. Open up all those presents. So, what's going to happen is this is going to come around to here, and now you are going to flip up. Right here. And then the sushi belt continues sushiing. And then we have the return belt right here. Right? So it goes right there and down there. Okay, good. All right, sushi belt complete. We can move this further over if we want to. In fact, we probably will, seeing as how this is going to be sushi belt central. All right, what do we have on wormhole already? I want to say almost none of this stuff. Like we have a special wormhole just for this. And I get the feeling we are not going to stop with that. I think we're going to do something like this. I want to maintain aesthetic perfection. That's not perfect. No. No, it's not perfect. There. That's what we want to do. Now we can tune into this. No, to this. Where's the special channel? Right there. And that has these two things on it. All right. We have to measure. Here we have the measurement pole. And you shall measure the contents of this entire thing. Okay, great, fantastic. And this is also where we're going to do belt cleaning. So good, all in place. And what I want you to do, how about we put this in a more prestigious spot? We will read from here instead. We will merely carry the line this way. All right, so now we're going to stack insert. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that. You all saw that coming, right? We want stack insert, stack insert. And I want you to be centered titanium, and I don't know how many to put on here. You will be centered zinc. I should put a mixer on here too. Yeah. Let's just put 1,000 on. It's a long belt. And these stack pretty high. Do we want them going directly into the mixer? I had thoughts on this, right? No. It should be what returns goes into the mixer. There we go. Now, problem. All these are going to go on the other side, on one side of the belt. How do I feel about that? I feel like these should go all on the other side of the belt. You know? So these guys will need gateways in. And that's fine. Okay. And now we need a mixer, which I guess I'll do over here. The good news is I have room in this area for oh, I need more belt for this. See, now I'm out. Okay, let's go back in. And then we have a lot of room right there to just add on more logistics from everywhere. I think I could probably finish this off tomorrow if Chores and Uplifting are as short as they were today. There's no guarantee of that. Run, 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 run. Are we going to get through this today? Maybe. We actually might. If I spend a lot of time just standing around building. The real time sucks are when I spend a lot of time in God's eye view, and when I spend a lot of time in chart view. All right, so this is not desirable. We don't want that. Now, keep in mind I can make it a little longer. Then maybe just one loop is most desirable. I don't have... Okay, let's just assume that's true. Let's not overcomplicate things. Single loop. So right there. I will, of course, make it symmetrical. That is non-optional. Symmetry rules overall. Alright, so we have a mixer right there. Excellent. Oh, and these are getting loaded in, aren't they? Yeah. Alright, so what else do we need? We need to get glass in here. We're just going on a big scavenger hunt, aren't we? We need to get high-grade quartz in there. It's probably most easy. We need to get reduced 99% nextlets. Let's go get the other 2 cubes. Let's swing by down here and pick up... Let's take a look at intelligent unit. I haven't been looking directly in a long time. Oh, it's being made. Wonderful. Oh, glorious. Alright, here you just go. Absolutely glorious. Next. I wanted wormholes. Sorry, got distracted. Then we have to go pull in white cube and also blue cube. I can do both of these things. Watch me do it. Way over on this side of the base. So white cube is made not here. Is this also where we make white cube? This is true white cube, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna have to throw down a wormhole and put it in, and then true blue cube is right there. And yeah, okay. We can fetch both of these things. No problem. Pure white cube. This is high grade quartz. Where do we turn it into best cube? I'm sorry. I'm lost. Is this what we want? Is it? Yeah, it is using terrible thing. All right. I'm sorry for doubting you. I can move this if I ever need to. I'll just slop it down right here. And if I ever need this spot, I'll come back and get this spot. Then you are right there. Good. And I don't... Here, just get in my inventory. 99%. 99% nextlet. 99.9%. Let's not undersell it now. And just 2 shovel it in, it'll be fine. Alright, we need better blue. That is done... Not here. is done right here. And literally at any point, just throw down a wormhole. How about right here? Tune it in to the extra special channel. Add 2 hands. And then that is accomplished. All right. 2 more items collected for the terrible thing. This definitely feels like endgame, and I'm running around putting together the pieces of the crown or, you know, fragments of the true scepter or something like that. And we run back and we make sure they're fitted properly in the antelope. Who knows what we're even doing? This is like a Schrodinger's antelope a wool sweater. Which is, now that I say that, it's probably exactly what was meant by all this. The finest alpaca wool from dimensions beyond. 1,000. And then you also do 1,000. Okay. Good. And so that gives us ingredients like that and like that. Aramid fiber should go on main wormhole. Here, let's just write down what goes on main. Here, let's write down everything and decide how it gets in. Let's make decisions, friends. So we have quantum dots, Kevlar coating, erbium nickel alloy. Why did I write down the number? Phthalic anhydride, time crystal, antelope container, strangelets, nanofibrils, native flora, mutagenic infusion, fish egg 4, cognition osteochain, antelope, numal 4, biopolymer, hyperelastic material, pyrolytic carbon, and then the quartzes, aramid fiber, and then these things, tritium and americium oxide. So those 2 we can get in right now. I'm kind of... Is tritium still a waste product of fusion? Like, are we venting tritium? It's finished. Yeah, we just vented some tritium. All right, so we can bring in these materials right now completely with clear conscience. Because it's not deuterium, so we're not taking away from power by doing this. So, request. We want americium. We want that. Your hour has come, my friend. And tritium. Your hour has come. I don't know if we can sustain either of those things. I mean, it eats 0.5 a second. 0.5 of the waste stream a second. So 0.5 times 36 is 18 a second. And we're producing like 110 a minute. So 110 divided by 60 is a lot less than that. And I mean a lot. I mean comically less. Comically less. We have to increase the production of waste stream by about 10 times. Yeah, 10 times what it is right now. Let's go take a look at that and see if there's any hope of it. Now the problem is, usually the answer is yes, but I have already put down big beacons. So we're going to need a ton more Timmy phosphate too. Which means all these guys are going to have to be upgraded and sped. So the input is not a problem. Not even close to being a problem. It's getting rid of the waste, which is the oxide, right? Yeah. Getting rid of the plutonium peroxide. I can increase this many times over. I don't know exactly what the result's going to be at the end, but many times over. Oh, I didn't show anything right there. Anyway, we've got the liquids coming in. See, it's coming in. See, it's coming in. And we'll have this. And we'll at least be able to start on it for a while. We have a head start when it comes to getting together all these liquids. Anywho, we have to group these into how are they getting here. And we also have a variety of decay products. Crud, fish eggs, which will just go to crud. Let's first pull out what's made on site. Fish eggs are made on site. Infusion and flora made on site. These are elsewhere. All those things are elsewhere. Cognition osteochain made on site. Antelopes are brought in with that's kind of interesting. I can bring in the containers. We're going to produce excess containers here by a lot. I wonder if I have enough antelopes. I am way overbuilding. And that's great. That's just perfect. It's just wonderful. So these things are built on site. This is imported and it sits right. I want to say antelope containers are free because we have to bring in the sealed containers and then we're probably going to have to export half of them. So this is going to be an interesting relationship right there. I should probably deal with that first, huh? Because we're definitely, every time you open it up, you get a container, but you don't get an antelope every single time. Anyway, don't think about that. And then numeral 4, you get brought in. And we're going to have to deal with crud and biocrud. So we can just sort that out at some point, have a janitor situation. So these things built here. These two brought in, and they're kind of special. So I could just start wormholing stuff in. Stuff like the antelope can wormhole in really easily. Is there anything like the numeral can probably wormhole in pretty quickly? Numeral is built. Oh, I could just belt it in. Never mind. It's on site. Yeah, we're just belting that guy in. Yeah, it'll end up like right here. Inside the loop. Alright, let's go take care of that right now. So, numeral 4, come down here. Let's just do it. And then come over like so, yes. And they'll enjoy flopping around on the belt. They'll love it. Upgrade you for no reason. So we have belt of numerals. What we kind of want to do is, I guess I'll chuck them on the other side because we clearly need things on the other side. And so what we'll do is come up right here, and it'll be like this right here, and you will get the news. We'll copy that. Okay, that's absolutely not what I wanted to do. I wanted to wire run, but apparently I had the wrong key depressed. I lost faith. and so lost that. And then this will come right here. You will also get the wire. It's mainly about the wire. All right, and I want you to get... no, I'm doing it wrong. Doing it wrong. I want like this. There. And you are going to do numeral Mark IV. Less than 1,000. You are also 1,000. There. Numerals just taken care of. Oh no, I don't want stack inserters. Oh, that's not right. My fault. My fault. We want... Well, I guess we do want... Okay, never mind. I'm freaking out over nothing. As is my habit. Yeah, that's for you. 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 Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so now we have another item in. What else? We could just collect a lot of these things with a series of caravans. I think that's probably what we're going to do, right? And it's all a matter of just what's the bulk look like here. Just grouping them reasonably well. None of this is really bulky. Where does the cognition osteochain come from? Is that... I don't know. I don't know. What's this from? It's from... You can turn them into condo substrate? What is that? Oh, it's from Xenos. So we improve the Xeno, and then we get this. And we just have a whole bunch of just generic stuff, which we should probably take care of now. And then we'll make the fish eggs somewhere. We'll figure out how many fish eggs we need. That's another thing. So we're going to have to make fish here and eggs, and then... It's not that many. I wonder how much... Okay, wait a second. Let's think about that for a moment. How efficient is this? We can make fish farm 4s, and I should probably think about doing that, right? No. This takes half a fish a second. This makes half a fish a second with a bonus of a small amount of fish. So if this is running, we are going only on the bonus, essentially. And this is, yes, they're perfectly in sync. This creates 0.94 fish eggs. Oh, you can't see. This creates 0.94 fish eggs a second. This eats 0.94 fish eggs a second. This makes 0.56 fish a second. This eats 0.56. So this is essentially making 0.09 fish eggs a second. And that's just what we're living on right here. So we might need a bank of these. So how many do we need? We have to write this down. We need 0.00 a second right here. So we decided this was 100 a second, right? So it'd be 3 divided by 100, and that's. Why isn't that a positive? Oh, because you don't have anything in it. There we go. Yeah, 0.03. So we're going to need a lot of fish eggs beyond. None of this is really set up for victory, is it? Because one fish farm could, in theory, power 3 of these guys. And how many of these do we have? So we'll need like 20 fish farms pumping out eggs just for this area. That is somewhat impractical. So maybe we write that in right here, and this is fish farm area. Like we do 2 full blocks just pumping fish eggs in. Again, it's just, again, gross overkill. Absolutely 100% gross overkill. Let's write this down. Need 10 pairs for the size that we want. Well, okay, let's look at it from the other side too. Here we have numals. And we are producing... How are you supposed to get rid of that? Here, my friend, I need you to cycle. Go. Go cycle. Go. You also need to be Negesium. There you go. And this produces 1 numal Mark IV a second, except it takes 0.81, so it makes 1 numal every 5 seconds. That's 0.2 numals consumption rate. And this is enough for 20 of them. And so, all right, that's not going to be our bottleneck for a while. Don't pay attention to that. And I should just stop paying attention to anything and just pull all of this on, right? So it's all small amounts. So just 5 stops. Just divide them into 5 stops. So antelope gets folded into an antelope container. Funny, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do this. And just... Oh, one of them's a lot heavier, and that's nano and aramid fiber. I guess it doesn't even matter. It quite literally doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to have 3 whales serving this, and then however many whales are needed for up here. So it is a enormous kind of pain. Is there anything I can shove into... I mean, there's a lot I could shove into the wormhole, but it doesn't really matter for this point. Time crystals are going to be a big thing. 0.1 time crystal a second. And then down here, time crystals are non-trivial, right? Where are they? Oh, further down. Right here, time crystal. And this makes 0.03. I guess we're doing a lot better there. And this can be upgraded quite substantially. And it's just diamonds, you know. Just diamonds. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I have to put the Did I miss things? We stopped at aramid fiber. Where's the YAG laser module? It's supposed to be after hyperelastic. Oh, I missed it. YAG laser. What else did I miss? Quantum dots, Kevlar coating, nickel alloy, phthalic anhydride, time crystal, antelope, and then antelope, strangelets, nanofibrils, thing I'm going to make here. Pheromones. I missed that. Pheromones. I know I've made that already. And then this is made here, and this is that, and that's made here. And then biopolymer, hyperelastic, YAG laser module, pyrolytic carbon, and then aramid fiber. So, yes, this is where we're starting. Is it good? I don't know. Is it bad? I don't know. This is just what we're doing. And we'll leave this area for further wormholes if necessary. And then right here is the surface for gaining access to this. Okay. That's good. That's good. All right, so this is a fake 3 because antelope and antelope container are the same thing. We're also going to need garbage right here. And that's not just pollution stuff. That's the there's also the antelope containers, which are going to have to be brought out. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's just start doing stuff. No more thinking, right? Thinking has never once helped me out of anything. So we're going to get antelope containers. You, right there. Cage Schrodinger's antelope. And then we need quantum dots. Then we need Kevlar coating, Nick alloy. And this is going to be the 4 and the rest are 5s. Okay, just bring it in. So, why did I do that? We need, on average, 2 antelope containers. And then we need 1 quantum dot, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. All right, and these guys are all stacking to 100. Now, the problem here is I need to put on a thing. Why is the thing not flying to my hand? Right here. Maybe 1 up. And then you have to antelope. We have to open our box to get our fabulous prizes. Yes. All right, and from here you do 2 things. Uh-oh, we got to watch. Floor show's starting. Here. Sorry, friends. The zoning committee has met again. We have found that you are slightly on the wrong side of the border. Still not... I still wish it was a whole lot more range. Anyway, we have to research this now. Great. I wonder if this is anything I care about. I should read it up on it. Not now. I'm too busy. We only have 3 left. Almost done. Who's going to use oil power ever? Not me. It's not going to be quite in time for space science. Oh, we have to also put on show FPS because it crashes below 20 as everything on the map gets pissed off exactly at once. I get to act, right? Of course I get to act. This is probably the best one. We're actually getting beyond radar range, aren't we? It has the ability to fire beyond what it can see. I wonder if it will fire into the darkness or it's going to need it to be scanned first. Gather up, friends. If you could just move a little faster, maybe you could stop all this. We've seen this all before. And we're going to see it twice more to the point. So I think I should no longer get distracted here. We'll leave FPS up for right now. We have to get the news. Right there. And then up and up. And you have 2 jobs. No, this is the opposite of what I want. Antelope. We want you. And if cages less than that, you put it on the belt. And if antelope less than that, you put that on the belt. There, just like that. And that hooks up there, and that hooks up right there. Okay. So that's good, and that's taken care of. We're also going to have waste antelope containers coming out because this is going to overflow. We're going to take care of that in a bit here. Yeah, I got to stop thinking. So our number is 7. So 9,000 divided by 7, just 1,200. 24, 12, 24, 24. Good. How are we feeling? We're doing all right. Just where is the attack coming from? Here, notepad. Computer, where is the attack coming? All directions. It is coming from everywhere. That's fun. That's great. Let's program another whale. Oh, you need to be mind wiped. So your job I don't even know what goes first. Did we successfully abstract Kevlar coating here? Because it's not Kevlar coating, it's this other thing. So it's not that, it's the intermediate. Uh-oh. We might not have this in our might not be available. Here. Let's figure out what's going on there. Kevlar, this stuff right here. Oh, we put it in here and then... Oh, it's right there. Excuse me. So what's this stuff called? Just Kevlar then? I'm sorry. Oh, it's in the electronics area. Alright. Never mind. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Which is, you know, obvious. So we need... In the high tech, do we put quantum dots here? The answer is we do not. So we go and we get the alloy first. That is 24. And then we go get quantum dots. No, that's over in high tech. Go to the animal stack. And we get antelopes in containers. Then we go and we get the coating. No, maybe even the quantum dots next. Why do I see no quantum dots? Have I made a mistake here? Do quantum dots not get put over here? Have I made a little oopsie doodle? Quantum dots are right there. And they never get put anywhere. All right, that's fine. Here, just you go pick them up by hand. It takes you way out of your way, but I don't think you're going to notice. This is where we just start completely abandoning our principles. We're at the end of the game. It's justified, right? Then 1, 2, 3. Maybe I put the waste... No, we should keep them separate. I was thinking maybe this whale can take them away. That's a bad idea. Okay. Go and do it, friend. You live anew. So, what we're going to need now is this. And then 3 of these. Like so, like so, like so. And you're going to be quantum dots. Oh, you all have to be plugged in. So, like so, like so. Dots. Just go on the belt like they're nothing. Dots. And then Kevlar. Again on the belt. Perfect. And erbium. Perfect again. All right, so that's all hooked up, and that is good. Oh, we're way over on time. I lost track. I should probably stop right here. Yeah, this is a good place to call it. Here, we will have done this, and this is the stuff we have left. Maybe we have like 3 more episodes of this. I'm gonna go see how many antelope areas were made in the mall, because I don't like ever taking screenshots with purple buildings in it if I can help it. But then we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go eat something, and then tomorrow we'll do more. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The drum beat towards endgame. Oh, we've made 2. That's wonderful. That's great. That's super duper special. It's all right. We have time. I'll come back eventually, and maybe they'll be there. So it's time to wrap up. I should have known that when the fireworks started, it was definitely go time. Now I'm going to have to watch this because this whale is not moving. I have to do a big test. Maybe just let it run for like a half hour and really rule out that it's not it's not running. Then I'm gonna have to start debugging. That really stinks because I thought I had it under control, much like so many other problems in my life. But that's it for right now. We did good today. We did real good. We fixed up Factory. And we made forward progress towards ultimate victory. One of the last, this is the last great item, I want to say. I want to, quantum simulation data isn't really much compared to this, even though it has a whole bunch of intermediates I haven't made yet. So it will be its own campaign. I want to say this is like the great item of the game. Then up by 1 and done. Screenshot. Screenshot. All right. What did we do today, ladies and gentlemen? We made great progress. We did a sweep through of the factory, hitting Chores. Oh, no more notepad. You're done now. We messed with Decalin. We messed with that thing right by Decalin. I can't remember what it was. Buffed BTX. Hopefully that took care of Arquad Honey. Basically, we're just checking out the Pyanodon, and whatever it's complaining about, I go and supply. Is an excellent diagnostic tool. What else? We swept through Uplifting. Nothing got uplifted today. Everything's still cooking. That's fine, except for Gicalc, which is cursed. Everything else is fine. There's nothing more to do. If there isn't a creature to finish off, then it's just a waiting game now, which is good. I can play that game. It's so much more relaxing than the actual game. After that, we decided that we were going to start on the terrible thing, the hyper fabric, and decided to figure out what sort of scale was necessary in order to make these things. And I decided on 36, more or less arbitrarily, because it was going to be just a whole lot of space. And I don't know if these antelopes can keep up. If they can't, I've got this area right here. I know a Mericium can't keep up. That's fine. This is aspirational right here. We'll see if we can. It's room to grow. Most important part is it can extend over to the right if I want to grow and grow and grow. But I don't think that's anywhere approaching realistic. Good news though, this is all working and we're starting to get a plan in place to put everything in. It's going to be a mixture of wormholes and caravans. And the wormholes in place, the caravans are being put in, and then after that we're going to work on those things we have to make in order to keep everything going. And successfully skimming off fish eggs is going to be really interesting. I'll probably have to skim off the fish first. That's probably it. Anyway, I don't want to think about that. We had a great episode today. We'll have a great episode tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.